Are you serious? Are you serious? Folks, we have very disturbing news. First of all, I want to thank RoboMom out there in California for some great investigative research. And I want to thank Heidi for then taking it to another level as she began to take that information and do some further research on some very disturbing trends as it relates to the death of scientists. Now, we already know Steve Quayle has a list of 74 dead scientists. Well, now you can add another one to that list. And he is Don Pyle, an IT executive, CEO of Science Logic, which is an internet cloud technology monitoring company that for both public and private cloud monitoring technology. High security stuff, including government agencies. Now, this man is extremely good at what he does, and he has a home, if you want to call it that. It was a 16,000 square foot castle, they said. I mean, this thing was a mansion. And Monday morning at 3:30 a.m., he, his wife, and 4 of his grandkids, the house completely exploded. Let me just tell you what happened. 3:30 in the morning, neighbors say they heard 2 thuds and then fire shot high into the sky. So it woke up the neighborhood, woke up them. They look out the window and the mansion, 16,000 square feet. Are you serious? Are you serious? It wasn't some kind of little electrical fire that caught in the laundry room here, folks. I mean, are you serious? And even if it was a gas explosion, not this level. Let me tell you why. It was so unbelievable that they're saying the local fire departments called the ATF and explosive agencies to come and investigate what's going on here. This thing is so hot. Now, where did it happen at? In Annapolis, Maryland. And who was Don Pyle? Well, as I said, he was an IT expert, but he worked over in the Reston, Virginia area, which is really the Silicon Valley of the IT executives and companies. Heidi, isn't it just... And as I was looking at her information, I thought to myself, what is going on here? How does this happen, first of all? And then Heidi did some research. She said, she told me this morning, she said, it came to her. She thought she heard of some scientists dying in Reston, Virginia not long ago. She was right. December the 8th, Dr. Michael Rosenberg was one of 6 scientists whose plane crashed, killing all 6 in Gaithersburg, Maryland. They were all these scientists worked where? In the Reston, Virginia area that has to do with a lot of monitoring of, and a lot to do with technical internet technology and surveillance and just all kinds of different technology companies there. But Dr. Rosenberg was actually he worked with companies. He was actually formed a company to try to help expedite some of these new drugs that the pharmaceutical companies are coming up with to get them into the market quicker to help save lives of people that have been very ill. And, of course, he would be a threat to some of the other drug companies that may have drugs on the market that's the only drug you have, let's say, for a certain type of rare disease or a cancer, and a new drug's come along that may threaten. I'm just saying, those are the scenarios. This is the level we're talking about. You've heard of corporate espionage. Well, it goes a lot further than that, folks. You're talking about billions of dollars industry. Same thing with cloud monitoring for Don Pyle. Now, listen to this. The bodies. Where's the bodies? Well, they're all unaccounted for. After this massive blast that destroyed the mansion, 6 family members are unaccounted for. The 16,000 square foot mansion was destroyed by this 4-alarm fire Monday morning. Why? Because it's still so hot. They can't even get in there to try to find the bodies. And the fire department now has backed away and the ATF is running the show. Matter of fact, 15 to 20 FATF agents, alcohol, tobacco, and firearm and explosives. 15 to 20 federal agents are being sent to this home to try to understand what happened. I mean, to me, what is it that Don Pyle knew? What is it that his company was working on? What's going on? This is, to me, a very disturbing story, folks. And I'm going to put all the links in the description below. I want you to read them. And what's amazing, this story has to be broken out of Los Angeles area. Out of, why out of there if it happened over on the East Coast? Well, there's a lot, you have to ask yourself a lot of questions. Is the New World Order covering its tracks? Are there scientists and IT executives and different personnel? What about nuclear scientists, the NASA scientists? Look at all the ones that are dying. What about the bankers? Why are all these people dying? 55 bankers in the last year. Now 75 scientists or IT execs in the last 2 years. Why are they all dying? What is it they know? What intellectual property do they possess? What is the New World Order's next move? Something biblical is going on here. You say, are you crazy, Begley? No, with the signs of the second coming of Christ. Because the beast is about to rise. The seven-headed monster with its those 10 horns, with the crown of blasphemy. It's about to rise. The shadow governments that are hiding. The Luciferians, the global elitists. The New World Order. The rise of the beast. It's upon us. Are you saved? Oh, and by the way, the beast is going to make war with the saints. It says it in the Word. I'm not talking about the wrath of God. A lot of people get confused. The persecution of Christians and the beast making war against the saints. That's not the wrath of God. God isn't making war with the saints. God's going to catch up the saints and take us away. God's going to raise the dead. No. I'm telling you that it's just getting started. The wrath of God is not for Christians. So if you're a Christian, don't worry. God's not going to pour out his wrath on you. No, for he's not appointed you unto wrath. But until the Lord comes, we must occupy, and you need to put on the whole armor of God and understand the spiritual significance of the times we're living in. The prophetic time is here. And we still got blood moon number 3 and blood moon number 4 to come this year. It's just getting started. God bless.